Hanamikoji is a charming card game with a lot more depth than it first appears. In this video, we'll teach you how to play and play through a game so you can get an idea of how it works here on Legendary Tactics. So Hanamikoji, did you want to give a brief explanation of the gameplay?
You bet. This is a card-based game. It deals with Japanese geisha, and you have basically 4 actions that you can play out of your hand. You have the secret action where you tuck a card. You have the discard action where you can discard any 2 cards. The gift action, which I think is probably the most intriguing of the 4. You offer 3 cards to the card row, and your opponent takes 1 and puts it on their side, and you get the other 2 putting it on your side.
Yep.
And then you get the competition where you actually put 2 sets of cards. You put 2 cards and then another 2 cards, and your opponent picks, or if it's just the same result, they get split up evenly.
Yeah. So you get 2 sets of 2 cards, and your opponent picks 2 of the cards. And
That's
then
right.
at the end, you add up how many cards you have on each side of the geisha, and the little token moves to your side. Whoever gets a grand total, you can see there's different points. There's the first 3 are worth 2, the second 2 are worth 3, and this one's worth 4, and then this last one is worth 5. And if you have either 11 total points, they call them charm points, or if you have the favor of 4 out of the 7 geisha, then you are
In the game.
victor. And that's basically the game, but there's a lot of subtlety and a lot of nuance to it.
Yes, there is. We've probably played 20 games, and I'll
Yeah.
tell you, we're still kind of unraveling it. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And just to sort of give you a little walkthrough of the gameplay here, I'm gonna start with a gift to you, NATO.
Oh, thanks.
So here's a gift. You may pick any of those 3.
I gotta take the
those 3
umbrella,
cards.
dude. That's an easy choice.
Yeah. I think that gift option though, it might be the most interesting part.
I think
really.
it's really interesting. Yeah, for sure.
Now, as you play a card, we should mention as well, as you play any number of cards at the beginning of each turn, you draw a single card back. So that's a potential another part of the strategy. I just dropped 3 of my cards, and I will only replace 1 of those 3 back in my hand. So you're
I'm gonna do competition, so you choose one of those 2.
right. So again, another interesting set of.
Yeah, we're still feeling out the strategy, but it's surprising how much strategy there is for a fairly simple game in many ways. So, yeah, it's
gonna do something a little unorthodox here, and I'm gonna play my secret card early.
Oh, okay.
Before
Interesting.
really everything is fully resolved here on the board. So usually I like to leave the secret more towards the end of the phase, but we'll play it a bit earlier here.
Yep. Let's try the gift here.
So I will take 1, and you will. Well, I have to take the 5. That's not really even a.
Yep. And if you each have 1 or 2 cards on either side of the geisha, then the token does not move. And if it's already in the favor of one side, then it stays there.
All right, I believe it is time for the grand pairing to occur here.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting.
So either go ahead in I don't know, is that the mandolin?
The shamisen.
The shamisen, or go ahead.
That's a good competition right there. That one's really solid. I guess I'll take that one there. It's kind of a tough one to.
Yeah. We've both kind of realized that the harder the decision you make on your opponent, the better you're playing.
Yes, yeah. If you're handing them a tough decision every single time, then that's.
Oh, interesting. You did not drop on the 5. I'm shocked.
No, I didn't have it. I didn't have a card.
Okay.
So we each control 3, and
so that 4 banger is up for
yeah,
grabs there.
This could be a very quick game.
And some of them I've noticed have been.
Yeah, sometimes it's super quick. So,
So okay.
and you start with six cards. You draw a card at the beginning, and so that can play into it as well.
Yes.
And the discard, I find discarding two cards, it's if you save that one till last, because it's natural you want to save that one till last. The problem is then you essentially give the other person their turn.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
So, yeah, it's not always a.
And I don't. I mean, if your hand lines up where you have two of each, two different geishas in hand, doing that split, I feel is a pretty solid maneuver. But it does draw four cards out of your hand, which is a real
to no gain, right? It really like doesn't move the needle at all.
No.
So
you have to be.
And I think too that there's a temptation to use up the gift and the competition early, but then you're only left with one card left that you can play.
That's right.
And you give up the other turn to your opponent. So it's, I'm trying out a whole bunch of different strategies, but now I've got gift and competition left. And
Exactly.
So there's some potentially great, dilemmas.
But if you hold on to, say, gift too long, you may actually get burned because you may have to offer something that's way too good to your opponent. So
yeah.
So I can see now you're going to be way down on cards after this play here.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have my last four cards, and I'm gonna have to divide up the gift in the the
I'll flip
competition.
that on you.
Okay, interesting.
So you've given up everything except for that last switch. Okay.
Yeah, and you have to discard or gift. So depending on your gift, it could be, your if you discard, you'll be essentially forced to offer the gift of whatever you draw. So it could be terrible.
That's right.
Could be
That's
amazing,
right.
could be terrible.
I think I'm going to have to go this route and actually gift those
gift
three
now,
to you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fairly obvious choice, I think.
Mm-hmm.
This is not.
And now you have to give me.
Yeah, this isn't great.
Oh boy.
Well, it just doesn't. It's probably going to end up all like neutralized, essentially.
Oh no.
So we end up going through. Oh boy!
Oh, you pulled it out! You pulled it out!
So that's again, like it's you never,
two rounds.
You
two
never
rounds.
know. Yeah, 2 rounds. It could be done really quickly. We've had some last a lot longer than that.
Sure, but that's kind of the neat thing. This game is meant to be played, 5, 10, 20 minutes, and you're done a game.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
and you can fire up another one. So hope you enjoyed this little playthrough of Hanamikoji, which was one of the top games of 2013, according to Board Game Geek. So
that's right, in top 10. So that's great. Anyway, thanks for watching, and don't forget to get out there,
get gaming,
and be legendary.